KXO, El Centro, California. It's 7:28.
I'm Bridget Condon with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport is reporting Houston is cutting off the final 3 years of wide receiver Stephon Diggs' contract, giving him the opportunity to become a free agent after the 2024 season. The Texans also moving guaranteed money into this year from next year, giving Diggs essentially a one-year deal worth $22.52 million. The Eagles agreeing to terms with offensive tackle Jordan Mailata on a 3-year contract extension that Rappaport is reporting is worth $66 million. Philly also signing cornerback Avonte Maddox to a 1-year deal. And the Ravens agreeing to terms with linebacker Kyle Van Noy on a 2-year deal. Rappaport reporting it's worth $9 million. Van Noy coming off a career-high 9 sacks with Baltimore last season. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Are you someone who tries to drive while distracted by your phone? Someone who props it on the steering wheel or peeks down at it for a glance? Or just scrolls and scrolls? If so, you could be the next person to get into a fender bender, get a ticket, veer off the road, or even cause a crash that kills you or someone else. Enough already. Put the phone away or pay. Paid for by NHTSA.
Are you over 30 and putting off life insurance? It's time to get a quick quote from Ethos, a better, easier way to get term life insurance, all online with no medical exam. Answer a few health questions and you could be approved for up to $2 million. Isn't it worth 10 minutes to help protect your family's financial security? Ethos, up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com.
I just checked, and I see we've made it to a Friday, 5th day of April, 2024. It is a Friday, heading into a weekend, a windy weekend. And, well, my understanding from the California Highway Patrol is there is actually some snow along Interstate 8 in the mountains between here and San Diego. So if you're headed that way, be aware you might run into some snow. At the very least, some rain, we understand. And just drive with care. Oh, and wind. Yeah, lots of wind. A wind advisory in effect pretty much everywhere in San Diego, Imperial, Yuma, all the way through. So just kind of giving you a heads up. It's what we do. That's part of the reasons why we are live and we are local, so we can let you know about things like that. Well, I understand the federal government looking into technology that will prevent a car from exceeding the speed limit. I don't need my car to tell me how fast to drive. I mean, hey, that's my wife's job, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, boy. Yeah. Well, and then the feds are going to say, well, cars cost too much. That's because you've mandated all sorts of things. California, the governor says gas costs too much. Well, look how much the state of California is taxing a gallon of gas. Yeah. And what other rules and regulations? I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm just saying, if government's going to force up the price of gas or other things, then don't let the government complain about it. That's your job. Yeah, you complain about it. Oh, and speaking of the government, the Walt Disney Company is second to only the U.S. military in buying the most explosives in the U.S. Did you know that? Yeah, sadly, they use the fireworks at Disneyland, and not for blowing up the equipment that plays It's a Small World in a nonstop loop. Yeah, Disneyland is second highest purchaser of explosives in the U.S. Okie dokie. Yeah. Let's celebrate some birthdays. Let's see. Filmmaker Roger Corman is 98. He's made some funny stuff. Actor Michael Moriarty, 83. Singer Alan Clark of the Hollies, 82. Actor Max Gale from Barney Miller is 81. Actor Jane Asher, 78. Singer Agnetha Falkstad of ABBA is 74. Actor Mitch Pileggi, 72. Guitarist Mike McCready of Pearl Jam, 58. Actor Krista Allen, 53. Actor Victoria Hamilton, 53. Pharrell Williams, he of the Big Hat, 51. Actor Sterling K. Brown is 48. Actor Haley Atwell, 42. Actor Lily James, 35. Local birthdays coming up.
If you think figuring out your taxes was difficult last year, wait till you look at this year's. KXO and CBS Radio Network can help you navigate the treacherous waters of tax preparation with Tax Tips 2024. Certified financial planner Jill Schlesinger will offer tax tips 4 times a day on KXO AM 1230. Tax Tips 2024 brought to you by H&R Block.
We have happy birthday wishes going out to Celso Ruiz, Nayeli Vasquez, Abby Flores, Paolo Alvarado, Vince Obando, Debbie Bracamonte, Dennis Berg, Erica Espinosa, Luis Garcia, Nanette Conway, Connie Zuniga, Leo Garcia, Beto Jose Armenta, Alejandro Guzman, Zoe Salazar, Rafael Fregoso, and Mary Apelategui. Happy birthday from KXO. Well, and many happy returns. Let's see, what's going on? Oh, we haven't talked about the Kardashians and a subset of the Kardashians. Kylie Jenner recently said she wants to keep her personal life private. Yes. Then she put on a bikini, posted a selfie, tweeted about her favorite brand of underwear, posed for some paparazzi photos, and shot 10 more seasons of her reality show. But please respect my privacy. Yeah. Okie dokie. Yeah, we can do that. Boy. And experts, whoever they are, experts say our reliance on computers is making us dumber. Yeah, I can believe that. And actually, I will share my thoughts on this after I finish these amazing cat videos that I'm streaming. Oh, well, speaking of streaming, you know, our morning news block right now is on YouTube. Yeah, you can let your family and friends throughout the world know they can keep up with the Imperial Valley by subscribing to our YouTube channel and tuning in. Okay, it's free, by the way. Not much is free anymore. Our news is free because it is brought to you by the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation, reminding you it's all here.
CBS News Brief. We are hearing multiple reports of people feeling a lot of shaking in the New York City and northern New Jersey area. Also, people reported feeling something in Boston and D.C. as well. CBS News is looking into the possibility it may have been an earthquake felt. According to the European Seismological Center, it may have been a magnitude 5.5. The Israeli military has released the findings of a drone attack that killed 7 aid workers in Gaza.
They explained that they had seen 2 Hamas gunmen in the area and mistakenly thought that they had gotten into those vehicles and that they were actually firing at Hamas.
That's CBS's Robert Berger, who says they fired 2 officials. The Fed's paying close attention to the much better than expected March employment report that showed the economy added 303,000 new jobs.
The big question is when and if they can begin to cut interest rates in the battle against inflation.
CBS News Brief. I'm Stacey Lynn.
Imperial Valley Business Resource Center is a one-stop shop for business development. We provide a complete roadmap to success for startups, entrepreneurs, and small to medium-sized businesses. Our in-house services include startup assistance, workforce development, manufacturing assistance, site selection, access to capital, accounting, cash flow management, permitting assistance, government contracting, international trade, incentive analysis, and more. Contact IVBRC today at 760-353-8332 or visit ivbrc.org to get started.
California headline news. The Oakland A's officially leaving the East Bay area after this season, choosing to play in West Sacramento for at least the next 3 seasons following this one, until their new stadium is ready in Las Vegas.
Be able to watch some of the greatest players in baseball, whether they be athletics players or Aaron Judge and others, launch home runs out of this very intimate, the most intimate ballpark in all of Major League Baseball.
A's owner John Fisher. Sutter Health Park is the home of the AAA Sacramento River Cats and will continue to play there. 7 tons of trash removed from a property in LA's Fairfax district. Cleanup crews aren't done yet. Mayor Karen Bass ordering the cleanup after what neighbors call the trash house gained widespread media attention.
We can't just view this as a situation of an individual that compiled trash. This is an individual that is in crisis.
Hundreds of bags of bottles, cans, clothing, and other trash piled up around the property, sometimes reaching 6 feet high. Gas prices averaging $5.27 a gallon. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News brought to you this morning by Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation, reminding you that it's all here.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency on earth, and if you owe back taxes, the news isn't good. The IRS is raising the interest rate it charges on unpaid taxes, and further rate hikes are expected. Most people don't know it, but the IRS adds interest charges to your tax debts daily. So if you owe the IRS today, you'll owe even more tomorrow. And it doesn't stop until you get right with the IRS. The good news is getting right can start with one phone call to Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax relief firm. Optima's tax professionals specialize in the Fresh Start Initiative, a powerful IRS program that can save you thousands if you qualify. In fact, the experts at Optima have resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for their clients. Call now for a free consultation.
Call 800-783-8055. That's 800-783-8055. 800-783-8055.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
And it's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations right here in the Valley. At El Centro Motors, at the Imperial Valley Mall, and at the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive. A fatal hit-and-run accident reported early Wednesday morning. George Gale has more.
It happened early Wednesday morning in Hopeville. Motorists called 911 after finding an elderly man lying in the street on East 5th Street and Chestnut Avenue. County Sheriff's deputies, EMTs, and Hopeville Fire responded. Life-saving measures were applied, but the victim did not revive. Victim was pronounced dead at the scene. Incident occurred at around 5:30 Wednesday morning. County Coroner's Office says they have identified the victim as 71-year-old Fidel Guzman from Hopeville. They say an official cause of death will not be determined until after an autopsy. Autopsy will probably be held early next week. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The city of El Centro will receive a check for $4.7 million today. The funds for El Centro's Embellis Downtown project, the presentation at Downtown Square Park at 7th and Main Street. The funds are being awarded through Caltrans Clean California program. They were approved last October. The funds will go towards the revitalization of the Downtown Square Park. According to Mayor Sylvia Marroquin, she has a goal of revitalizing the downtown area, and this project is just another step in that direction. KXO News Time, 7:42.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for Real Centro Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentromotors.net. El Centro Motors mobile service vans. What a great idea.
And in other news, about 20 sailors cleaned up some wetlands And George Gale has that story.
They were recognized this week by the Imperial Irrigation District Board of Directors. It was at this week's IID board meeting. Working in collaboration with the IID Water Department, Petty Officer 2nd Class Randon Bradfield led about 20 sailors stationed at NAF. They had volunteered to remove a large amount of debris from the Imperial wetlands west of Imperial. Work was done at the end of March. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And in other news, the Imperial Valley Kennel Club has donated to the Humane Society a check for $4,000 presented. Half of the funds will go to the Humane Society's new shelter project, the other half to help cover veterinary costs. Alfredo Moran and Heather Aram donated a charbroiled grill and a Hello Kitty basket to be used to raise money for the new shelter project. The grill and the basket to be given away at an event scheduled in May. That'll do it for page 1 of the local news. Page 1 has been a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Demand for lithium is skyrocketing, and Imperial Valley is home to one of the largest lithium deposits in the world. While this presents an opportunity for new local jobs and businesses, there are also risks. Local lithium projects can consume tens of millions of gallons of water each year, and without appropriate measures, can also expose families to dangerous chemicals and hazardous waste. Imperial Valley's lithium economy must not come at the cost of our water and health. Proposed lithium projects must keep local families informed and commit to maximum community protections. Join us in demanding responsible lithium development. For more information, visit us at ccbhealth.org.
And let's go to page 2 of the local news with weather, all brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the very best burgers in town. And daily lunch specials Monday through Friday, happy hour from 3 till 6 p.m. daily. An assault suspect is back in the Imperial Valley. George Gale has that story.
Former Imperial resident, 50-year-old Joseph Baker, has been returned to the Valley and will be standing trial on 4 counts of sexual assault by restraint. Baker had been identified as a suspect in a sexual assault on a minor. Imperial police detectives interviewed witnesses and the victim, now an adult, and determined the crime had occurred. A $2 million warrant was issued for Baker's arrest. With the assistance of the U.S. Marshal Service, Imperial Police, and Imperial County District Attorney's Office, Baker was arrested February 28th in North Carolina. He was extradited to Imperial County on March 28th and is now being held at Imperial County Jail on a $2 million bond. Suspect is scheduled to appear in court on April 11th, 2024. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And you've heard a solar eclipse will occur Monday. And while a swath of the U.S. will get a total eclipse of the sun, here in the Imperial Valley, we're going to have to be content with a partial eclipse, but at least we will have clear, sunny skies to view. Viewing times in the valley begin at 10:04 a.m., reach maximum coverage at 11:13 a.m., and it'll all be over by 12:26 p.m. Approximately 1/2 of the sun will be covered by the moon's shadow at the peak. Experts remind you, never look directly at the sun without proper eye protection like eclipse glasses or a special solar filter. Sunglasses won't do the job, nor does smoked glass, X-ray film, or floppy disks. And if you want, nice project for the weekend, directions are available on the internet to construct a box projector. Well, the Customs and Border Protection fee changes. George Gale has that.
A final rule on the fee adjustments was published in the Federal Register earlier this week. CBP says the final rule harmonizes the fees for the Nexus, Global Entry, and Sentry programs. Fees have not been adjusted for over 15 years. New fees will go into effect October 1st, 2024. Applicants under the age of 18 will be exempt from the application fee when a parent or legal guardian is already a member of or concurrently applying for Nexus, Sentry, or Global Entry. The Sentry fee will increase to a uniform fee of $120 and will be collected in full when each application is submitted. For Nexus, a joint program between CBP and the Canada Border Service Agency, will increase from $50 to $120. Global Entry fee will increase from $100 to $120. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The third annual Autism Awareness Fair, FAIR. Fun, awareness, information, recreation. It is tomorrow from noon till 5 p.m. at Egger Park in Imperial. It's free to attend, and it's presented by the Autism Support of Imperial County, ASIC, and the city of Imperial. We've got to look at the weather just ahead.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? With specials on select appetizers, beer specials, and more. Ask about drink specials all day with $5 drinks like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wind Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. Our weekday lunch specials include a soft drink from only $8 to $11. With tons of TVs, we've got you covered for any sport you want to watch. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
According to the National Weather Service, a weather disturbance moving through the region today will bring much cooler temperatures and breezy to locally windy conditions. The below normal temperatures will persist through the weekend into early next week, with chilly overnight temperatures in the 40s starting tonight. Increasing high pressure by the middle of next week should eventually warm temperatures to above normal by next Wednesday or Thursday. 83 the high in the valley yesterday, 54 the overnight low. Wind gusts peaked at 49 miles an hour last night. Sunny today with a high near 67. Northwest wind 20 to 30 miles an hour, gusting as high as 40 miles an hour. Tonight clear with a low around 49. West-northwest winds 25 to 30 miles an hour, gusting as high as 40 miles an hour. The winds turning out of the south-southeast 15 to 20 miles an hour after midnight. Saturday will be sunny with a high near 72. South-southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming north-northwest. Sunday, sunny with a high near 78. West wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming west-southwest 10 to 15 miles an hour in the afternoon, with gusts as high as 25 miles an hour. 56 degrees, 47% relative humidity. Wind out of the west-northwest 10 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. And we have reports of snow along portions of Interstate 8 between here and San Diego. If you're headed that way, drive with care. Local news, page 2, brought to you by Burgers and Beer. It's the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
Planning for spring at Lowe's means big savings on outdoor power equipment, and Lowe's knows nothing feels better than free. Buy one select Ego string trimmer, leaf blower, or mower kit. Get one select 56-volt battery free. That's up to a $299 value. Power through spring with Ego, the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Because Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 4/3 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
DQ presents the sound of BOGO-free Blizzard treats in the DQ app. It's the sound of downloading the DQ app, redeeming the sweetest BOGO-free Blizzard deal, telling all your friends, and heading to DQ. For BOGO-free any-size Blizzard treats only in the DQ app for a limited time. Download it today. At participating locations, limitations apply. DQ. Happy tastes good.
And it's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NCAA Women's College Basketball Final Four today. NC State and South Carolina tee it up. They'll be followed by UConn and Iowa, the championship game on Sunday. In the men's basketball tournament, Final Four tomorrow. NC State and Purdue, followed by Alabama and Connecticut. The championship game for the guys is Monday. We've got all the men's games on AM 1230 KXO.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneers services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
And in the NBA limited action, 76ers top the Heat 109-105. Mavericks over the Hawks 109-95. It was the Warriors whipping the Rockets 133-110. And Clippers slipped by the Nuggets 102-100. Limited action in Major League Baseball as well. It took 11 innings, but the Tigers beat the Mets 6-3. And then they played the second half of a doubleheader, a makeup game. The Mets nipped the Tigers 2-1. Pirates over the Nationals 7-4. Guardians topped the Twins 4-2. Cardinals clobbered the Marlins 8-5. Marlins have yet to win this year. And the Royals rolled over the White Sox 10-1. Meanwhile, the Yankees placed reliever Jonathan Loaizaga on the 60-day injured list with a right flexor strain. This happened yesterday, a major blow for the Yankees bullpen. And don't forget, we've got Final Four action tomorrow. Our coverage starts at noon. The NCAA Men's Championship game Monday, right here on AM 1230. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
And how about a look at financial news with a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company that protects you, your home, your business, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Janet Yellen has kicked off her second visit to China as U.S. Treasury Secretary with a warning of the risk to jobs and businesses posed by overproduction of certain goods in the world's second largest economy. On her first full day of meetings in the southern megacity of Guangzhou, Yellen said that she would address the oversupply of Chinese goods in key industries, such as electric vehicles and solar panels. The issue has quickly emerged as a major area of contention globally and in the run-up to the U.S. presidential election in November. Overcapacity isn't a new problem, but it has intensified, and we're seeing emerging risks in new sectors, Yellen told a group of China-based American executives. This can undercut the business of American firms and workers, as well as of firms around the world, including India and Mexico. Well, the U.S. economy generated 303,000 new jobs in March. That's well above the consensus forecast. And what that has done is moved the big board into green. The Dow up 252 points at 38,849. The S&P 500 up 51 at 5,198. And the NASDAQ up 200 points at 16,248. Gold up $33.20 an ounce. Oil up 29 cents mitten to the barrel.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my number one priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
It will be sunny today with a high near 67, northwest wind 20 to 30 miles an hour, gusting as high as 40 miles an hour. Those winds turning out of the west-southwest later. Tonight, clear with a low around 49, west-northwest wind 25 to 30 miles an hour, gusting as high as 40 miles an hour. The winds become south-southeast 15 to 20 miles an hour after midnight. Saturday, sunny with a high near 72, south-southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming north-northwest later in the morning. And we have 56 degrees, 45% relative humidity, wind out of the north-northwest at about 10, gusting up to 20 miles an hour at times. And again, we have reports of snow along Interstate 8, not heavy snow, but it could create a problem for you. So if you're heading that way, drive careful and send me a picture. Yeah, I grew up in the snow. I don't miss it, but it's nice to see pictures. The financial news update brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal, the only postal box service offering 24-hour a day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal at 4th and Heil in El Centro.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. An unusual, unsettling feeling for New Yorkers.
We were in the building and it shook everything. No one knew what it was.
The U.S. Geological Survey confirms a preliminary magnitude 4.7 earthquake rattled through the metropolitan area. Odyssey's Tom Kaminsky.
This classic, the way an earthquake is described, that was sort of a rumble, but it just kept on building for a little bit. For maybe the first 5 seconds sort of stayed stagnant that way, and then, as I said, it lasted maybe about 10 seconds and then just sort of died off.
It shook the earth as far south as Baltimore, north into the New York City suburbs and Connecticut. The USGS says it was centered 45 miles west of the city in Lebanon, New Jersey. So far, no reports of injuries or damage. Local airports are warning of delays. New signs of a strong jobs market. Deputy Labor Secretary Julie Su.
There's just no question that, this is the strongest economy in the world. Numbers don't lie.
CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
The economy produced 303,000 jobs, much better than the 200,000 or so that were expected. This proves again that the job market has remained far more resilient than most people would have expected.
Unemployment fell from 3.9 to 3.8%. New numbers could put off interest rate cuts. Israel says World Central Kitchen's Jose Andres was right. Its new report confirms a serious violation of its own rules led to the deadly strikes on a convoy of aid workers delivering food to Gaza. CBS's Holly Williams is in Tel Aviv.
Israel's military has blamed its killing of the 7 World Central Kitchen aid workers on operational misjudgment and has expressed its, quote, deep sorrow. It says members of its armed forces were convinced they were hitting Hamas, but they were in violation of standard operating procedures.
A top U.S. official is weighing in. Correspondent Cammie McCormick.
Before boarding a plane in Brussels, Secretary of State Antony Blinken said the Biden administration has received the Israeli report.
We're reviewing it very carefully. We'll be discussing
discussing its conclusions with Israeli officials and with humanitarian organizations in the days to come.
He said it's important Israel has taken full responsibility, but it must show concrete action to protect civilians going forward.
The weather picture is coming into clearer focus for Monday's total solar eclipse. If you're in the nation's midsection, you may be disappointed. Odyssey meteorologist Craig Allen.
There will be cloudiness across the Mississippi Valley, less cloudiness over towards the East Coast, and then on up into New England.
The Dow is up 221 points. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Savings. Now that's speaking the Lowe's language. And with My Lowe's Rewards, your savings just keep coming. Save money with member-only offers and earn points when you shop. More points equal more rewards just for you. Because Lowe's knows you earned it, literally. Learn more about our new loyalty program at Lowes.com/MyLowe'sRewards. Program subject to terms and conditions. Points are awarded on eligible purchases. See Lowes.com/terms for full details. Subject to change.
And now another no-brainer money-saving tip from Progressive.
That doesn't sound good.
The paper shredder's jammed, but I think I fixed it.
Oh, well, try shredding these $50 bills then.
Seems like it's working.
Better try another $400.
Dog. Instead of using money, use regular paper. And here's a better tip from Progressive on how not to waste money. Don't pay too much for car insurance. Drivers who switch and save could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
People along the Gulf and East Coasts are advised to be prepared.
It's a dire prediction. Experts at Colorado State University are predicting an, quote, extremely active Atlantic hurricane season. 23 named storms with 11 of them strengthening into hurricanes. The ocean is especially warm.
Hurricanes draw their energy from the warm oceans, and this year there's going to be quite a bit of fuel for those storms to tap into. We're having record warmth in the Atlantic Ocean, so not just a warm Atlantic Ocean, but a record warm Atlantic Ocean.
Alex de Rosia is a hurricane researcher at Colorado State University. Jim Crisula, CBS News.
A Beyonce cover from her new album, Cowboy Carter, has provided a big boost for Dolly Parton's original.
I'm begging of you, please don't take my man.
Her Jolene streams are up 11,000%.
Jolene.
Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Classic case of neurotic narcissism and a first-class smarty pants.
AM 1230 KXO.